Anti-tank guided missiles have always been a historical strength of the Russian military. During the Cold War, a number of systems fielded by the Soviet Union were considered to be among their best in their class. While most of the Russian ATGMs required the operator to continue guiding the missile after launch by keeping the reticle on the target called SAC loss. This guidance mode increases the operational flexibility of the missile and gives operator confidence over weapon. In this video we will go through different anti-tank missile used by Russian Army. The primary infantry ATGM for Russian troops is the Kornet missile. The 9N133 Kornet weapon is intended for use against main battle tanks and heavy military equipment. It was first introduced into service with the Russian Armed Forces in 1998. Some Kornet variants employ thermobaric warheads for use against soft targets. The 9N133 Kornet M has an increased range, fire and forget capability, and an improved warhead. The Kornet is deployed by a two-man team, but depending on the circumstances a single person can assemble and fire it. The two-man setup involves one carrying the launch tube loaded with a missile while the other carries the fire control system and day-night sight on its adjustable tripod. The Kornet was designed to conceal its operator who could aim it while either crouched or lying prone behind cover. This is why the launch tube is mounted above the fire control system. This missile has laser beam riding guidance system and a range of 8 to 10 kilometers. There are two different missiles. A standard anti-tank missile with tandem heat warhead, with a range of 8 kilometers. It penetrates 1100 mm to 1300 mm armor behind era. The second missile has a thermobaric warhead and a range of 10 kilometers. Different variants of these missiles are mounted on anti-tank missile carriers including Tiger 4x4 utility vehicle carrying 8 Kornet EMs on 2 separate launchers, Armata Heavy IFV, Kurganets 25 IFV and Boomerang IPC. The other Russian infantry ATGM is the Metis N1. This missile is far lighter than the Kornet at 25 kilograms combat weight and a range of 2 kilometers. The 9K1152 is a wire-guided anti-tank missile. It is available in two variants. A static tripod-mounted variant that uses SAC loss guidance and the shoulder-launched man-portable variant that uses a mixture of SAC loss and infrared guidance. Both are designed specifically to load 130 mm missiles fitted with high-explosive anti-tank tandem warheads. The Metis ATGM system is designed to engage modern tanks fitted with both add-on and built-in era armor. Small dimensions and weight of missile components allows to shape small size packs that can be carried by a crew of 3. Metis M, also called the T-13 Saxhorn II in West, is a modernized version of Metis with a range from 8 to 1,500 meters. The Metis M1 system uses 3 major components consisting of the tripod with firing unit, the missile with container, and the thermal imaging sight. The whole system can be carried by 3 men including the weapons and an ammunition load of 5 missiles. 2 types of missiles can be fired from this system: the 9M131M, which has tandem-shaped charge warhead, able to destroy armor including explosive reactive armor, offering penetration of 900 to 950 mm RHI. Second type of missile is 9M131FM, having air-fuel explosive warhead, capable of blast and incendiary effects, used against bunkers and infantry. The Metis M1 has both short preparation and flight time. This means that it can be quickly deployed in an ambush. One of the most successful anti-tank weapons ever developed by the Soviet Union is Cockers. Often compared by Western sources to the American TOW or the French Milan, the Western designation is a T5 Spandrel. It has a tandem heat warhead and penetrates between 750 to 800 mm of armor behind era. The improved 9 and 113M missiles can be launched using the launcher unit of the Cockers. The Cockers has a maximum range of 4,000 meters and a minimum range of 100 meters. The launcher unit of Cockers can be fitted with thermal imager 1P N65, which weighs 9.6 kilograms, and allow engagements that range up to 2,500 meters at night. The launcher tracks the position of an incandescent infrared bulb on the back of the missile relative to the target, and transmits appropriate commands to the missile via a thin wire that trails behind the missile. The system has an alarm that activates when it detects jamming from a system like Stora. The operator can then take manual control, reducing the missile to manual command to line of sight. In long-range engagement category, Ataka missile comes in place. Western reporting name is a T-9 Spiral 2. Ataka is a long-range anti-tank guided missile system. It was developed in the 1980s in the Soviet Union. Soviets needed new missiles that could defeat contemporary Western main battle tanks with composite and explosive reactive armor. The maximum range of this missile is 8 to 10 kilometers and penetrates 950 millimeters of armor behind arrow. It has a semi-automatic command-to-line-of-sight SAC loss guidance. Once the missile is launched, the gunner has to keep a crosshair on the target. However, at longer ranges this missile gradually loses accuracy. The baseline 9M120 missile has a 65 to 90% chance of hitting a tank at a range of 4 kilometers. The system is carried by the multiple kinds of helicopters including the Mi-28 and Mi-35. It is also offered for ground vehicles like the BMPD and the 9P149. The Ataka missile is stored in a glass-reinforced plastic tube, which also acts as its launcher. There are 3 main missiles that are compatible with the launch system. The first is a 2-stage anti-armor weapon that features a tandem warhead for dealing with add-on armor. The second variant of the missile has a thermobaric warhead for use against infantry positions and bunkers. The third variant features a proximity-fused expanding rod warhead, providing the missile with air-to-air capability against low and slow-flying aircraft. The Russian military also uses a Vigra anti-tank guided missile, which has the same role. It was developed during the same time frame as the Ataka. In order to engage Western tanks at longer ranges accurately, Soviet tanks were armed with 9M119 and reflex-guided missile. It is designed to be fired from smoothbore 125mm tank guns. NATO reporting name of this weapon is a T-11 Sniper. The reflex is launched through cannons of T-72, T-80, T-90 and latest T-14 Armata. The 17.2 kilograms missile is 690mm long. It has pop-out fins that aid in guidance. The missile is guided by the modulated laser beam steered by the tank gunner, and has a maximum range of 5,000 meters, at a speed of 350 meters per second. The reflex enables the tank to hit targets at twice the range of the 125mm shells. Its tandem warhead can penetrate up to 900mm of armor. ATGMs can be used as both offensive and defensive weapon. These are employed on a number of platforms including mobile carriers, wheeled vehicles, infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, tanks, helicopters and ground attack planes. Originally these systems were created as specialized means of fighting tanks, thanks to the high accuracy of fire. Today anti-tank systems are effectively used to destroy a whole range of other small-sized targets, including lightly armored and unarmored vehicles, various fortifications, and elements of the enemy's infrastructure. What are your views about this video? Please mention them in comments section. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click on thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.